Hi, what's up? How is it going? Today's video we are going to be designing this book cover. This was actually sent to me by a client, asking me to redesign the cover for him. So we are going to redesign it. So without further ado, let's step into it. So let's go on to test 2. Let's type the wordings. Synopsis of Anaesthesia. Medical students, dental students. So the author Queen Pinets Ndukwe Kalu. So let's get into it. So what we're going to be doing now is to go over and change the page to A5, which is normal size of book cover. So there's this what is it called? Image that I downloaded from freepik.com. So let's drag that in. It's a free image. So let's dive into it. The first one we needed to work on is this. So zoom up. So let's make a duplicate of this image. Center it all up, or shift key, select the other one. Release your mouse on your keyboard. Then you tap on C and E to center it all up. Look outside. Go ahead and locate your shape tool. Select the top one. Range right from here, then put Ctrl key down your keyboard, then you drag it in just like so. So stretch. That's good. Nice one. So let's convert that to bitmap. Same like here. No. Go back. RGB. Okay, good, nice one. So right now let's double click on this rectangle to automatically snap into the page. So right now let's select the image or go over to this place, locate Powerclip, then hit on place inside frame. So automatically an indication of an arrow shows up asking you where you want to Powerclip this into. So let's select it, automatically snap in. So hold your Alt key, select the image, release your Alt key from the keyboard and adjust just like so. Make it bigger. Good. Nice one. So right now what we're going to be doing is to actually make a duplicate of the text, and let's have this to be white. So what we're going to be doing is to go over and change the font to, let's use Futura. See? So it comes okay to break it into pieces, then you drag this a bit, the name of the author to be down. So let's make that black at first and right all up. Good, nice one. So right now what we're going to be doing is to go ahead and reduce this a bit, position it downwards. So let's change the fonts of these two. Go ahead, let's use Gal fonts, Gaggle fonts. This one is actually, if you go to Google, type Gaggle fonts, automatically we are going to see the font to download. So let's move it closer to each other. So what we needed to do right now is to adjust this a bit. Good, nice one. I think we needed to position this down, so let's make it a bit wide. Good, nice one. So let's take this up, like this a bit. Good. So let's go on and make this bigger. So what we're going to be doing is to actually have position this a bit up, bring this down a bit, good, duplicate, let's mirror that, good, nice one. So let's go up. So we needed to blend this, let's go over and just blend it. Good, nice one. Up out, zoom down. Then let's adjust all of this so it's complicated to break it into pieces. We are actually going to position this right here. Synosis has to be bigger. So let's go ahead and apply color to that. I think we needed to pick a little bit of color right from this place. So select your color item 2. Let's sample this color. Light blue right there. So points on that. That's nice. Good. So right now what we're going to be doing, we are going to reduce this a bit like that. Position that close to that. Then let's have this to be a bit. No, it has to be like that. So let's zoom down. So what we are actually going to be doing is to really make this a bit bigger, and let's have line beneath it. Good. So make it dark blue, set out line to none. Then let's make it duplicate to the top part, stretch that closer to the A. There you have it. Zoom down. So right now what we're doing is to actually have this, medical students bigger a bit. Good. Or should we have it, I think it's making sense right here. So let's put that down a bit. Then let's have shift 2, go the track in a bit. Then let's zoom down. Good. So right now what we're going to be doing is to have the name of the author a bit bigger. So what we needed to do right now is to actually, let's create something on top of it, just like so. So let's make that blue. Good. Set up line to none. Then let's go select your transparency tool. Then go over to this place and change the menu to multiply. Good. So let's put that into place. There you have it. Hold Alt key on the keyboard, select that, release your Alt key and adjust the filling just like so. Nice one. So let's zoom up. Let's position this, make it bigger. Good. Alright, so let's make a duplicate of the front design cover. Flip it to the other side. By click when you get to the destination, automatically you have it. So what we're actually going to be doing right here is to position this up. Good. Let's take that a bit to the side, and let's have a spine in between. So if I make a duplicate of that, right click when you get to the destination, there you have it. So let's extract that, delete, then let's go ahead and right click, look at frame type, then click non-frame. So right now make it this blue color. Good. So right now what we're doing is to have a white right here. That's where we gonna have the what we call about the author. Let's make that white. Good. Set our white and none. Then let's bring the author in here to page up. There you have it. So what we're going to be doing now is to let this be here. Let's go on to have the text. This is it. "24 brief black." So let's copy that. Ctrl C, then go over to CorelDRAW and paste. Select your what's it called, text tool, then you range it. Ctrl V to paste. Little Y for that to finish up. We're actually done. I don't want to go into detail in text arrangement. So what we needed to do is to get the design and all of that. So here it is. Here we come to the end. Here we come to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button so that other people can benefit from what we have shared so far. So without see you in the next video. Bye for now.